G'day guys and welcome back to Raging Rhino. Alright, today I just wanted to talk a little bit about the IMDB score for the final episode of the second season of The Mandalorian. As a lot of you out there will know, it's got a 9.9 out of 10. Now, I don't know how an episode like this gets a 9.9 out of 10. I understand that Luke Skywalker was in it, and I understand that there were a lot of people that loved it, and I've gone through a lot of the comments on this and found that a lot of people are saying the same thing. This score shows how powerful Luke Skywalker is. It really does. And it's a shame in some aspects because the rest of it ends up looking like garbage, but nobody cares about that. Except for some of the people that really do deep dive into these things like myself. Now, when I saw this, I decided to go back and rewatch it. So I watched it again a second time. It's actually a horrible episode. Anyway, moving on, there was a couple of glaring out points that I saw. First of all, I want to point out how big this ship is. Okay, the Imperial Cruiser, it's a massive ship. The bridge is, of course, at the top of that T, at the top of the ship there. Now, as Gina Carano, Cara Dune, and May from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., man, as they're all running through this ship, they're just blasting away, as I've shown before, and dodging blaster bolts and all of that kind of thing. But there was one glaring out point for me, and that was this scene when they're crossing the bridge. Now, there's a couple of things within this that are really, really bad, okay? The first thing is, I don't understand this shield that's down here and why that's not a floor. Why does that just go out into the opening of space? Where on an Imperial Cruiser, there's a bridge with no railing and it just goes out into the vacuum of space and you can just fall through the shield, which I thought they established in Rogue One, that you just run into a shield. I don't know. Their lore is so fucking ridiculous. Anyway, as we move through this, of course, the stormtroopers come around the corner. Actually, let me just go back here. Come around the corner, and Bo-Katan and Bo-Katan Jr. jump off the edge and jump downwards. Right? If we go back, remember what's down there? A shield that goes out into the vacuum of space. Okay, they got their helmets on. Does that mean that they can breathe out in the vacuum of space? I didn't think that was the case. So they haven't really dropped down that far. And then that's shown again by... Let's just see what happens when these stormtroopers here... He gets shot. He falls down there. It's not very far. Now, when these troopers come in, as ridiculous it is that they're not blasting away at them, they've just killed their companions, which are right there in front of them, dead on the ground. Freeze, halt, we don't want you, we want the child. I don't know, they've already got the child. Look, we've already got dead troopers there that they've just blasted away at. And they come up from the sides here. Look, 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 they're about to come up. I'm sorry. This is not an Imperial Cruiser. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, if there's schematics for these ships and it shows this that was actually established lore, then okay. I still don't understand where Bo-Katan and Bo-Katan Jr. have gone when they've jumped off the bridge. And it's ridiculous that not one of these guys gets a shot off. Are they that quick that not one pulled the trigger in seeing the guy right next to him getting blasted? Okay, cool. Again, I don't know how this show, honestly, gets a 9.9 out of 10 when, again, you can call it a nitpick. To me, that's not a nitpick. That's lore, and these things are established for a reason, so we can suspend our disbelief. So we can have a suspension of disbelief. This isn't that good. It's not worth a 9.9. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. It's ridiculous that this show gets a 9.9 on the final episode with some really bad writing and really bad storytelling, and that is the power of Luke Skywalker. Star Wars is saved. Anyway, Please let me know what you think about this score in the comments below. Do you think it's ridiculous and being blown out of proportion? Are you one of the people that voted on it and gave it a 10 out of 10? Can you please tell me why this episode gets a 10 out of 10? I'd love to understand it. Anyway, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.